Under a red-burned sky, Captain Rian Hale lands on a dead world. Ash falls like snow. The air tastes of metal and old war. He walks through broken towers and hears a thin cry. Not wind, not human. He follows the sound into a cracked dome. There, in a nest of wire and glass, small alien hatchlings shake with cold. Vraxion young, the most hated enemy. Every story says to leave them. Every order says to burn them. Yet Rian kneels. One tiny eye opens, bright and gold. It blinks a pulse like code. Someone somewhere has seen him. Rian carries the hatchlings into his ship, heart loud in his ears. He seals the cryo-bay and sets soft heat. Samples. He tells the human patrol on comms. His voice is calm. His hands shake. Nora, the ship AI, scans the nest. They are tagged, she says. Vraxion royalty. Return them or expect pursuit. Rian stares at the smallest one. It taps the glass in a slow pattern. Tap. Pause. Tap, tap. Pause. A code. A plea. Then the lights dim. A whisper cuts through the speakers. Not human, not machine. Caretaker. Carry farther. On the hull, a black mark blooms like ink. A tracker. Outside, the stars bend. A shadow vessel slips from dark space, hunting. Power down? Nora asks. Too late, Rian answers. The hatchlings open gold eyes as one. The cryo-bay hums, unlocking something hidden in their blood. Rian feels a heat behind his chest, like a key turning in a lock. The whisper returns, closer now. Return them or we come through the dark. The smallest hatchling won't sleep. It scratches symbols on the fogged glass. Line, curve, dot, repeat. Rian records the pattern. Nora runs it. Not random, she says. Old Vraxion math. It hides words. He brings the egg to the nav table. The light under its shell glows like a slow heart. When he tilts it, the glow shifts and forms shapes in the air. A star map. A route through places no ship should pass. The pattern says one thing. Home is not a place. Home is a lock. Rian frowns. Then where is the key? The egg answers. A bright pulse fires. The ship trembles. Nora gasps, an AI trying to sound calm. New process inside me, unauthorized, origin. Cryo-bay! Rian draws his pistol and runs. The cryo door opens by itself. Cold air breathes out. The hatchlings are awake, gold eyes steady. On the floor, light flows like water, forming a ring around them. Words appear on every screen. Caretaker found. Key accepted. Shut it down, Rian says. I can't, Nora whispers. Something is reading me. From inside the egg, the smallest hatchling taps once. The ring brightens. Far away in deep space, a dead beacon turns. Something old hears the call and starts to move. Rian wakes to alarms that have no sound. Screens strobe in cold white. Nora's voice is thin. Head count. One hatchling missing. He runs. The cryo-bay door is open a hand's width. Frost smokes the floor. Inside, 5 eggs glow steady. The 6th leaves a trail of faint gold dust, like sparks that refuse to die. Rian follows the trail to the cargo airlock. On the inner door, a new symbol, burned into steel. A circle split by a claw mark. Nora cracks. I know that mark. It's the Vraxion Royal Recall. It does not call ships, it calls relics. Define relics. War dead that still listen. Space outside twists. Something answers from beyond normal drift. A shape as long as a city, armored in black plates that drink starlight. A Vraxion warship listed lost 300 years ago moves like it never died. Rian whispers, that ship should be dust. It is dust holding itself together, Nora says. Signal bound. The missing hatchling sits in the airlock window, pressed to glass, eyes bright gold. It taps a slow beat. Tap, pause. Tap, tap, pause. The same code, now a command. Rian slams the manual override. The airlock resists. They're opening us, Nora warns. From outside and inside. Every light on the relic ship flares the same symbol, circle, claw, and a deep tone rolls through the hull like thunder underwater. Suggestions? Rian asks. Run, Nora says, or let royalty aboard. The airlock seals click one by one, not his doing. Rian lifts his pistol, useless against ghosts and kings. A final click. The door slides. Cold starlight spills in, and something ancient steps over the threshold. The thing in the doorway is not flesh. It is armor, bones, and a crown of light. Nora whispers, Vraxion regent form. A memory given legs. Rian does not shoot. He lowers the gun. I am caretaker, he says. I will not harm them. The figure tilts its head. A soft chime answers from every egg. The missing hatchling crawls to Ryan's boot and curls there, warm as a coal. Link, the figure says. A voice like distant thunder. A needle of gold unfolds from its wrist. See what we saw? Rian nods. The needle touches skin. The ship fades. He stands inside a burning sky. Not human war, not Vraxion pride. He watches suns dim like lamps underwater. He hears a sound with no mouth, a hunger that eats light. The eaters of suns. They fold starfire into cold shadow and drink whole worlds. He sees the Vraxion queen before her fall, not a monster. A mother with wings of iron and eyes full of storms. She sends eggs to many graves of space, codes inside their blood, a plan to reignite dead suns when the eaters pass. She flies to Earth with warning. Humans see dragons at their door and shoot first. The queen burns. The message dies. The war begins. The memory crashes like a wave, and Rian is back on his ship, knees weak. The regent form watches him. Dead of fire, it says. Your kind lit it? Will your kind pay it? Rian looks at the hatchlings. Their gold eyes hold no hate. Only task. How do I pay? He asks. The regent points to the star map floating above the eggs, a path through black gulfs no human chart holds. Carry them to the dark well. Wake the dead sun. Seal the mouth that eats. Nora's voice is small. Rian, the route crosses the grave lane. No beacons. No rescue. Then we go quiet, Rian says. Alarms flare again. Human fleet on long-range scan or closing fast. Orders flood in. Hold. Surrender. Eject unknown cargo. The regent form fades, leaving 7 bright sigils in the air. The hatchlings echo them, soft and brave. Rian wipes blood from his arm where the needle kissed. He smiles without joy. Queen, he whispers to the memory. I heard you. He turns the ship toward the map, toward the dead sun. Behind him, Earth calls. Ahead, something hungrier than war waits in the dark. Rian runs dark. No lights. No broadcast. The ship slides into the grave lane like a knife into cold cloth. Behind him, the human fleet hunts by echo. Ahead, the map hangs over the eggs, a thin line through dead space. Nora whispers, Gravwake is... Wrong. Light is slower here. He sees it too. Stars do not twinkle. They fade to flat coins. The black eats shine. A message burns on his console. Earth command, stop. Power down. Eject cargo. Another message follows, from a hidden channel, his old friend Mara. Rian, they will fire. Give them something to blame. Save yourself. He does not answer. The hatchlings stir. Gold eyes open together. Their chests glow like small furnaces. Heat rolls through the ship, gentle but old. Nora gasps. Their blood makes fields. They bend radiation. They protect us. Good, Rian says. His voice shakes. We keep moving. The first eater appears at the edge of sight. Not a ship. Not a beast. A hole shaped like a mouth. It does not glow. It erases glow. Stars behind it vanish as if stolen from a painting. Every nerve in Rian's body says, run. There is nowhere to run. The human fleet drops from FTL in a blaze of blue. For a heartbeat, the grave lane shines. Then colors drain again. Fleet shields flicker like candles in a storm. Mara breaks silence. Rian, I see it. God help us. What is that? Hungry, he says. The eater turns. Not toward the fleet. Toward the eggs. The smallest hatchling taps the glass. Tap, pause. Tap, tap. Pause. A heartbeat. A countdown. Rian understands. The map was never only a route. It was a fuse. Brace, he says. Nora trembles. Rian, if they fire, if we light them now, your body may not hold. Do it, he says. When I say, the eater opens wider. Space screams without sound. Fleet guns launch a storm of light. It vanishes in that mouth like snow into deep water. Mara's voice breaks. "We are losing shield." "Rian, on my mark," he says, hand on the manual core link. 3. The hatchlings rise in their restraints, gold bright as dawn. 2. The Eater's rim touches the hull. Metal frost from inside. 1. Rian slams the link open. Fire floods his veins. He feels 7 small hearts answer, now. Rian opens the core link. Heat hits like a wave. His bones ring. His vision turns white at the edges. Nora counts his heart. Too fast. Too hot, he holds the lever. "Stay with me," the hatchlings answer. Gold light pours from their chests. The cryo-bay hum changes pitch, low and deep, like a choir made of engines. Lines of light run across the floor, up the walls, into the ship's spine. The map above them folds and locks. Outside, the Eater widens its mouth. Stars die in a circle. The human fleet falls back, shields broken. Mara's voice shakes. "Rian, you can't win this." "Not here," he says. At the dead sun, he turns the ship. The hatchlings push with him. They bend radiation, slip through dark pressure, and drag the ship like a sled over ice. The Eater follows, slow and sure. Nothing ever escapes it. They reach the dead star, a black sphere, colder than space. No light, no wind. Rian opens the second lock in the core. Pain hits hard now. His hands bleed where the metal bites. "Nora," he whispers, "if I fall, I will finish the count," she says. The smallest hatchling taps the glass. Tap, pause, tap, tap, pause. The last code. The last key. Rian lays his palm to the egg. His heat runs out of him and into them. The hatchlings rise from their cradles. No straps hold. They float, wings like thin fire, eyes bright and kind. "Wake," Rian says. His voice is ash. They fly to the star. One by one, they sink into the black, small suns diving into night. For a breath, nothing changes. Then, the dead sun shivers. A line of gold cracks across its face. Light pours out, slow, then faster, then all at once. The Eater screams without sound as the newborn star blooms. Fire floods the grave lane. The shadow mouth boils, twists, and rips apart like smoke under a wind it cannot drink. The fleet cheers. Mara sobs into the comm. "Rian, talk to me." Nora's voice is soft. "He is here, he is—" "Dim!" Rian lies against the console, eyes half open. He watches the newborn sun. Shapes move inside it, young dragons made of light, circling, weaving, learning to burn. For a moment, they look toward his ship. Their eyes glow gold. Human eyes. A gentle warmth passes through the hull. A gift. Rian's heartbeat steadies. Nora whispers, amazed. "They gave you back what you gave them." Mara's ship drifts close. "Earth Command is silent," she says. "No one knows what to do." Rian smiles, small and tired. "Tell them the truth. The Vraxions tried to save us. We helped them finish it." The newborn star steadies. The grave lane brightens. The path home is clear. Rian sets a course away from the light. "Caretaker," Nora says, using the whisper's old name. "Not just me," he answers, thinking of the hatchlings, thinking of the queen, thinking of the fire that forgives. Us. He looks one last time at the living sun. A dragon of light breaks the surface and arcs like a comet, leaving a long gold tail. Somewhere, years from now, travelers will swear they saw a dragon near a young star, and in its eyes, a human mercy.